Okay.
You're fine.
Nope. Yeah, I'm ready.
No, it's ready. That's for the bloopers.
That's for the blooper.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Battles channel. We have a special guest today. We have the famous Inferno 5 for a little bit of a particular video. Today, we're going to go over a little bit of our personal collections, and we're going to look at how we collect SWU. Obviously, as you all know, SWU is a trading card game. There is a huge playing component in this game, but there is also a massive collection component for some players, for some people, because some people don't even play the game. This collection component takes a little bit more time, resources, and efforts than for others. Some people just play, and they just play with the basic versions of the cards. For some of us, and I will include all of us at this table, we have a problem. And we have to store a lot of cardboard, and that's what we're going to look at.
Is it a problem? Is our degeneracy really a problem?
It's degeneracy at its finest. That's for sure. So each of us individually will kind of go through, obviously, what we collect and how we collect it a little bit, how we store everything, whether it's like what we store in or what order we store things in order to have access to some of the cards that we play with. Some of them we don't play with at all, so they're stored a little bit differently. We'll have a look at some of our showcases as well. You didn't bring yours, did you?
I did.
You did? Okay, you did. So
He brings everything. Everything's in his car boot. Wherever you go.
You know what?
He's
You
not
all
bad.
mock me, but you love it when we're down in Canberra and I've got my whole set there, and you're like, and Clint's doing some dumb tech the night before. He's like, I didn't bring these cards. I'm like, here, I got them.
this is actually an interesting component because you'll see in a second when TV goes through his collection, he travels with everything everywhere we go. When he's driving distance.
When we're driving.
When we're driving, he
Let's be
takes
real, I
his
didn't take him to bloody
entire
Adelaide.
set. So it's interesting. But yeah, TV's gonna be first, then Scotty, and then I'll be last because I have a little bit of a special collection to show off at the end. So we'll go through that.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Let's get it.
All right. So I'm first up. You can see these are in folders, binders, 3x4, so 12 per page. Keep play sets on single page going down. Mine is, well, I like to think it's a bit of a unique way to collect. When the first set came out, there's hypers, hyperfoils, regulars, and foils. Because of the scarcity of product in Australia, I didn't really want to go too heavy into getting like hyperspaces and hyperfoils. So I went 2 regulars and 1 foil for my play set. That's my sort of master collection. It's not a master set in the generic sense. But I keep them all in binders. I haven't got my 6th binder yet, though it is on order. You can probably see here that I have the aspect colors. I was lucky to stumble upon a random brand. Honestly, it's like Brighton or something.
Funnily enough,
because
I have the same brand as you.
I stumbled across it on Amazon because I was trying to find things out. This was sort of before before we discovered Palms Off Gaming and how good their stuff is. Noting that some of my other folders that I'll show you soon are Palms Off Gaming because of just the quality of them. And we're not just saying that because we're partnered with them. We say that because we're unbiased and they actually are good products. If I could, I would be getting these all replaced with Palms Off Gaming ones, but I want them all in the aspects. I have a yellow one coming, which will be the last aspect color, which I'm really excited about. But that will be active sets I'll be holding in folders. So I'll open one up. There's probably going to be some blanks in here because I do have decks built, and some of the cards I do have to use from them. But you can see here, so I do a hyperspace and a regular version of each leader into the bases. So hyperspace and a regular of each common base. And I do the rare bases to the side here. I do a regular, a foil, and a hyperspace. So I don't do hyperfoils of the rare bases. That's just a personal preference. It's also because the way that the folders are, I can only fit 3x4 and it kind of looks clean and neat and I like it. Even though I do have this wasted page here at the end. And then here I've got the foil at the top of each row, and then 2 regulars on the rest. And that's basically my play set. I do try and avoid using these when I can, like for certain, if it's a massively playable deck, I will get extras of like legendaries and rares that sit in there. I do like the foils, though I do have some hyper foils. They're mostly just like cool pulls. So from set 1, I have a Hyperfoil Avenger, which was the first legendary I cracked in a pre-release, and this is my first TCG game, so I kind of kept that for nostalgia, even though colleagues around the room were requiring Hyperfoil Avengers for quite some time to finish off their master sets. I held onto it out of nostalgia and was the jerk who did not trade or sell it to them. But yeah, this is how I collect the set. These ones are really cool. These folders are cool because they fit an entire set. When I first started the set 1, I could actually fit all of the OP promos as well as the entire playset in here, including the Showdown promos. But future sets got more, couldn't start fitting them, so I had to come up with other solutions. So yeah, that is my playset, my method of collecting. Now, we'll hit rotation soon, and 3 of these sets will become out of rotation. And I will be moving to a box storage solution with dividers that you will see when Thibaud goes through his collection later. I'll be adopting the same method, but only for out of rotation sets. So I've used these folders to do, I started with OP promos. So I do a playset of the OP promos at weeklies. And I was using this for quite some time. That's just in decks because it's hyperspace and pretty. But yeah, OP promos weekly. There's actually enough because there's 20 per set. When I start here for set 6, there is enough pages left to completely fill this folder, and that will be all of my weekly play OP promos. Then the other folder I have used for the very pretty and the very lovely prestige cards. So I've elected to do one set, well, the funny story is, and he can come back into view because it's his fault.
Oh,
I was doing just one of every Carbonite prestige card.
regardless of the print.
Regardless of the print. There was a couple of foils that I really liked. Like, I really like the... where is
The one
he?
that rains.
The Reigns,
Shuttle.
yeah. Krennic Shuttle ST 149. I think it's a fantastic card. We'll chuck it up there. Like, the raindrops are all foiled. I think it was stunning. I was always going to keep it. Jeez, these have been ruffled around.
Yeah, even like the rain on the ship is fine.
Yeah, no, it's so nice looking. So I was only ever collecting some of them, and then Frenchman here honestly just goes, at this point you'd be silly not to do foils because they'd come down in price a lot since the opening of the set.
And that's how I collect as well.
And that's how he collects. And I was just like, oh, you know what? Fine, we'll do it. So I have now at the start of it, it's obviously Prestige just came out for set 4, so JTL. They have the ones that make the pictures. So these are not in numerical order like the OP promos are. These are in keeping it in the frame. And it's just for the first page for JTL because they kind of, I don't know if it was a planning oversight, but some of the numbers didn't add up chronologically, and then they created these cool frames, but they didn't match properly. But they do match perfectly for a 3x3 folder. Yeah. So you can see here the Phantom and the Ghost, the Devastator, all creates a picture, and then those 3. And then after that one, move to a singleton of foils, and we are still missing one foil Devastator.
Thank you, Dave.
This guy, right? You did. He is going to feel bad when he watches this, and he should. But yeah, so foils, and then keeping into the next ones.
It took you a relatively short time. It was relatively quick for you to complete like your JTL set. Once you're like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Like it was quite quick.
We locked in
the community and stuff like that, saying, hey, I'm looking for this.
Even you guys, like you guys had a bunch of spares, and I was just like, cool, I'll take those.
That was quick, especially compared to what Legend of the Force is taking to complete the set.
So much longer.
JTL was quick.
Yeah. Like I was sitting on needing a Devastator and the Executor for ages. And like now it's just the Devastator.
You had a Devastator lined up, which fell through. But so if you have a Devastator foil Prestige, hit us up.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't have the singles market that overseas countries.
We don't.
Well, that's it. We can't purchase, and like if you're going to be collecting, you've got to take that into account in Australia. We cannot buy from TCG Player unless you set up some kind of alternate mailing address, and it becomes a bit of a fuck around.
Shipping is tricky. Like I'm currently looking at buying some cards from eBay. It's like $25 shipping
just to ship, and some of the cards aren't even worth that much. So we're moving to Legends of the Force. I've done the exact same thing. Again, I think the way that they've done these, they are perfect for 3x3 folders.
Almost.
because like there's 9 of this purple background.
Oh,
There's
perfect.
there's 9 of the gold. There's 9 of the blue, and then in the look how rough this has been getting. In the there's like 3 by 3 frames. The good thing is, I think if you're a little bit retentive, numerically, regardless of aspect, the order of these is kept in what they're sort of supposed to be, the graphics. The issue is Malik, who normally sits on this page. I actually do have both of them. I'm actually only missing 6 prestige cards. One of them is a non-foil Grogu. Oh, one of them is not a non-foil Grogu. I mean, we're going to see this now. Sweet. That's amazing. Don't know where you got that. Love you for that. But yeah. So now I only need 5 foils, which is wonderful. But yes, because it's 46 cards in the Prestige set, you can do 9 pages that are full, like Anakin sits there, the sun is usually there, and then Darth Malik has to be over here. So to make it up, I've just put both the Darth Maliks here, but they're currently in my Towson. No, they're in my Revan ECL fuck around deck. That just gets nowhere. And then we move into the foils, which is the same sort of deal. And we'll see what happens with the future sets. So we've got secrets coming out.
How many pages do you have left?
Quite a few.
Not enough.
I think there'll be enough for at least.
Enough for secret for sure.
I think secrets definitely.
Unless I convince him to go to play sets. Then he'll need more.
And look, it's not hard to convince me to go to more levels of degeneracy. And then we've got my beautiful Palms Off Stealth Gaming folder. Which is...
No, this one. That's this one.
No, this is mine. Mine's the stealth one. Yeah, I got the stealth one. That's his one.
Yeah.
So this one I use for competitive and other promos. Not that I am super competitive. As well as my judge promos being the judge that I am. So
Somehow I'm missing those.
oh really?
Somehow. I think I traded them a while back for these to finish my master set.
Oh,
I'm missing those. If you have them, let me know.
The moth and the
It's
mango.
not expensive. It's not.
No, they're just hard to find. It's a thing with judge promos. Some of them are expensive, but some of them are just difficult to find because they're in relatively limited quantities. Look, for me, I'm a big. I like order in my folders. I didn't know what to put on the first page. I went through a couple of iterations of this. This is probably going to change for me again as well. Like I've got my event exclusives here. And the judge leaders, which they don't do anymore. They stopped at JTL. There was they didn't do the judge in the pre-release kits for the
He
leaders.
says they stopped the JTL like before. JTL doesn't do that.
Doesn't do them.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah,
Because
the
we
nuance.
can fill this in now. Coming hot off the win. Talk about better to be lucky than good. My most horrible matchup was going to be. It should have been at the front.
Right.
There you
No,
go. My most horrible matchup today would have been Scott, and I would have been an auto
do you need,
lose for
do you
me.
need inners?
I'll fix it out later.
Okay, I'll have some more.
To use these ones. So because of the niceness of the that'll go in there. Because of the niceness of the needing 4, I went with a 4x3. I also like the fact that this will be 6 sets worth of showdown promos. So across this will be set 6 will go on the bottom here, and we'll get those eventually. But these are the participation PQ promos. And these are the judge promos. So I wasn't a judge for set 2. There was only one PQ, and it was in Melbourne. But I did judge. I have judged quite a number of PQs now. I think I'm on my 4th as head judge for PQs. So I've got some of the newer ones, which is really good. But I've just kind of kept it to matching. Same deal over here. Participation promos for showdowns, the judge variants. Although now that I've seen that I've got my judges on this page, I'm clearly going to have to swap those. But the Tism will win out eventually. One judge, which I am looking at getting the rest of the set. This is from the second wave of judge promos that Cascade Games did. I am big, obviously, on the judge.
Thanks, Rob.
Yes. But yeah, it'll get there eventually. I'll fill more of these out. Again, I haven't really decided what I wanted to do. The main issue is you're looking at folders, and that's what we're talking about. Is sort of set collecting. What is the ideal format of folder? And you're going to see the different folders that we've got that each of us use, and they're vastly different. 3x4s, 3x3s, 4x4s. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I think what really matters is having a plan on how you're going to collect them. The other addition to my collection, and what we will probably talk about, degeneracy, because I probably am one of the bigger degenerates
In the country?
I don't think the country.
No, one of them for sure.
I think I've got maybe.
Top 5.
I'd be maybe in the top 5, maybe probably top 10, top 5 maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, possibly. I would say I'm probably in the top 10 degeneracy in the country. Maybe the top 5. We'll see. Top 5? Come on. My showcase collection. You do not, as a collector, have to go this deep. No.
He said you don't have to. I would almost say you shouldn't.
You really shouldn't.
I shouldn't. Kids, don't do this at home.
It's a sickness.
This is done by professionals. Don't do this at home.
Yeah, there does need to be a disclaimer. I'm trying to my first ever showcase pull was Emperor Palpatine. Get rid of that glare. So this is my favorite. In sets 1 and 2, I main decked him. The funny story is I got this at a winner box event at our original local Grimdark Gaming. Thank you, sir. Scotty won. I came 4th, and I got 3 packs. Scotty got half a box, and I cracked this guy. This was, I think, the first showcase that we kind of saw. So we all kind of made the jokes on the night, Scotty won, but really Tivey won. Because behind the Palp showcase, there was also my last Avenger for my playset. So it was a pretty good bloody pack.
Back then, the price of showcases that was like $800.
He was 1,000 when I first cracked him, because it was early. It was early in the set. People were selling him for $1,000. It's crazy. I don't sell showcases. So I started with a goal of fuck me dead.
I'm watching him stack all the non-Imperials.
Yeah, I know. It's just so many more. That's the thing. I was only ever collecting the Imperials. And that was kind of my chase. I was gonna do that. That was my limitation. I was never going any further. Yeah. This one's the cool one. We'll have to show that one. So that's the Worlds promo that Clint lovingly got for me overseas to finish off the Imperial collection. So that is all the Imperials. Every leader that has a showcase variant that has the Imperial tag on it. That was kind of my chase, and I was really into that. Again, Thibaud convinced me.
No, whoa.
No, you did. Look,
Whoa.
when Set 4 came out...
Shantae, it's not true.
when Set 4 came out, I really liked Kylo Ren. You would have seen in the Deck Tech video that I had. I was really a big fan of it. I really liked I played a bit of Kylo back in Set 3. It was a really fun aggro deck because, Palp was getting just ruined by the DJ bullshit. So I just never had a good time with Palp. So I moved to something a little bit more aggro-y. Now, the issue was I had him. And what was the other one? I purchased that. And so I was kind of like, do I just go...
Why did you purchase this again? Because it was a good price?
It was a great price.
So I think that's what's interesting as well obviously we collect for a variety of reasons, as we're talking about. I'll just come back into it. But there is times where if it's a good price, you'll just snap and you'll just do it.
We will. We all do. Well, I feel like we're all guilty of it. I think there's times like...
So obviously some of these were pulled. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
majority were pulled. Majority.
Probably the majority. Yeah.
Majority
yes. But I pulled quite a few of them. I pulled a lot of the big.
Have you traded a few?
I've traded a couple. But we traded them off Gideon.
From me, it was a
three-way trade between the three of us. So I got that. These were all purchased as well. Yeah, there's a bit.
It's easier. Honestly, we're talking about obviously there's gotta be this video has to be somewhat informative. If you want to collect showcases, don't try to pull them yourselves. I understand. We all know the flavor. The flavor of pulling a showcase.
We love cracking packs.
I cracked one last weekend. It's unreal.
We love
it's cracking. So good. What it costs you in packs compared to just buying it outright, it might feel sometimes, I'm going to spend $150 or $200 on this showcase. It's expensive. If you want to get the one you want out of packs, it's going to cost you way more.
So you can collect by a trait like Tivey does.
Yep.
Or you can collect by, what your favourite leaders are, or by set. Well, you got a hair up.
He's got all the spectres.
I have all the spectres.
Oh, so that's your next trait. Okay.
That's not
So,
the spectres. Where's it? Yeah, all three.
At this stage, you might as well do Sith as well. It's got Revan and
told him.
Asajj here.
Every time he tells me, "Oh, should I get this showcase?" I was like, "Look, if you sell one, sure, but he won't."
I know. I don't like watching the number drop. That you called it. You said it. You said it to me last time. I do not like seeing the number of showcases I own drop. It's a sickness. This is not the way to collect this game.
There are different ways to collect. The advantage of doing a showcase as one of your collectibles is that it's always on the table at the time, so you see it all the time.
Always seen it. It is
So
nice.
if you get like a hyperfoil, let's say Super Laser Blast, you show it to your opponent for 5 seconds, and then it goes in discard.
yeah.
Doesn't even sit on the table very long.
No.
So if you want shiny things on the table, showcases.
Showcases
are
are
the
where
way
it's
to go.
at. And a lot of these other ones that I pulled, like
We're still going.
We've still got a pile to
there's
go.
still a whole pile over here. Let's talk about it. Like this, I cracked in a carbonite box in set 5, and there were people who wanted to purchase it.
Many actually.
Many, like Clint wanted it, Blake wanted it, Ash wanted it. I hung on to it because I don't like selling them, but I've come to really enjoy playing the leader. I think it's a lot. It's a fun deck. It's a bit different. And then look, there's random pulls. I think every one of us has pulled a Luke 4
Yeah, we
showcase.
actually did all three of them.
It's going on too.
I know how to buy one.
You bought one.
I have zero luck with
Why
pulling
don't you have
showcases.
So that was my participation in one of my participation.
No, I know
packs.
how you got it. Why is it still here?
We were going to have a Luke.
We were
only
going to have a
tournament.
Luke only
We,
tournament.
yeah, but since we haven't.
Yeah, I know. Well, who's going to buy it?
Someone.
Oh, well, maybe. Darth Sidious. I do like the villains. He was a lucky crack. He was a bit of degeneracy. We don't talk about Qui-Gon. And Darth Revan. That was actually probably my favorite. Well, we pulled this one as a group, so we split a carbonite box between the three of us and Clint. So we each got 3 packs. We each got to name a showcase in here that we wanted, and no matter where it cracked, if Scott cracked it and it was one I named, I was going to get the showcase, and then we went for it. I named Darth Revan because it was my chase card for set 5. One of my favorite characters. I love Knights of the Old Republic. I would have ended up purchasing it. And that was one we cracked. Clint actually opened it in one of his packs, but it was my named one, so I got the showcase, which is lovely.
Have you been tempted to complete one of the sets of all the showcases?
Oh, look, so don't, because I'll do it.
Like a Shadows or something like
This is
that. Have
it.
you been tempted?
This is what Scott's like when you win.
just
like,
asking
Flip 7.
questions.
No, I know. I'm just asking.
He's weak. He's like
I am
Anakin.
weak.
He's just weak.
I
He
am.
listens to the dark side of the force.
So what I was considering, and we talked about this, and Thibaud actually convinced me off it.
Yes.
And this
Once.
for once he did not let me succumb to my degeneracy. I actually considered going all of the villainy showcases because there are quite a few of them that are not crazy expensive.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's actually far off.
So we actually counted out there are 21 showcases that I'm missing just to do all the villainies.
It's a lot.
And some of them are not cheap ones. Like there are a couple that are relatively cheap.
It's stuff like Boba.
Boba, Django, like I'd have to get those two. Yeah, not,
Even stuff like Jabba. Like Jabba is not expensive, but
But it's iconic.
it's
and
hard to
up there in
find. You'll
price.
have to pay 150.
yeah. I think it was 190 though. When I
Yeah,
look
it
at
might be
it.
like you're missing. I'll tell you how to maul from this set, but no, like maul from this set is not cheap.
More
Like,
Twilight Mall.
Yeah, both of them.
We had one of those, but we did get we cracked one as part of our stuff, and we got rid of that. We sold it to Beskar, who you should absolutely be looking for if you're looking for singles and to get into collecting. You should be going to Beskar Forge.
Yes.
Do we have a
Yeah.
Yep. So we have a code that we can include in the description of this chat where you can this video, whatever it is, where you can get 10% off all your orders over $50 purchased through Beskar Forge, which we highly recommend. They're great for singles.
So you've shown us the whole showcase collection here.
This is it.
Which one's the most expensive and which one's your favorite?
Yeah, but
I think it's one of those-
I don't think that's close. He's not on the level of this.
No, not of that. He's just iconic. Everyone loves Darth Revan.
Favorite in terms of playing.
Well, yeah, we want your favorite from terms of one you like to play and one you think is the best looking showcase.
All right.
So playing, we'll put it over here. It's CAD. In terms of looks, it is a tie. There are
No,
two.
we can't do ties.
no,
Dude,
do
this-
ties,
all
mate.
right,
You gotta pick one.
the two
really?
is Palpatine and Kylo. I think they are fantastic looking one. Look, Kylo, this
I had
one,
the blue Kylo.
blue Kylo is up there, but this with the
Kylo is
fire,
sick.
the smoke
Yeah.
behind it, it's really good.
Can't be Pal.
I think it's Kylo.
It's sick.
It's really good. And then the one kind of thing to end it off, the last level of things that I will never
Purchase, and this was a crack, was a serialized. So that's a serialized Kylo from set 5. We'll get it right eventually. Number 127. These are beautiful cards.
Just stunning.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I love the textured layer. You can't see it in the case. But there are only 250 of this. I've got number 127. I would never purchase this.
How high value those cards are?
I think so.
It's a good time for us to kind of talk about how difficult these can be to sell and to price.
Yeah.
Because
In Australia.
I think a little in Australia more so.
in
but
Australia,
I think a little bit everywhere.
a
I
lot
think
more.
people expect extremely high value out of them. Like in Australia, they'll ask $500-$600, right? So which
Some
is
of
like 400 US.
Some of them, even like when they were iconic characters, the first ones in JTL, like I remember like a Millennium Falcon, something like $1,200, and it's
Yeah.
like
I think
I don't think there's anyone in Australia
Yes.
paying that much money.
people ask a
for
bit
those
much,
cards.
but they can be priced if you get the right number. Like all it takes is the right person wanting that number, right? That person likes this character with that number, you might sell it.
Like a Palpatine 66.
Yeah. Or like an Anakin from
Huge.
this set.
Anakin,
Anakin
yeah.
66.
Anakin
66.
66, yeah,
That's
yeah.
worth $500-$600. No problem.
You could there would be a collector
Red
somewhere in
5,
the world
number
that
5.
wants that.
Red
Yeah.
5.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like, but you need to find the right buyer. I think these can be hard to move. They have some value,
Yeah.
but they can be hard to move.
Look, that's my way and method of collecting. We've talked about it enough now. I think we'll get into some of the other guys. Like I said, in terms of how you want to collect, I think it just matters how you enjoy collecting. Like I like the bad guys. I love the Imperial characters. Let's move on. You're up next, Scotty?
Yep.
What is it next?
Let's go.
My collection story is a little bit different to the other guys. I was able to get my normal play set fairly early. So originally in Spark, I was 3 of each card was my play set, was all I was going for.
Which we didn't talk about. That is a playset because
That is a
in
playset.
terms of deck construction, you can only have 3 of each. That's what we
3 of each card.
Yeah.
So I fulfilled that pretty early in Spark, and then I was like, well, what do I do now? Like, and then
The collection bug. How do you?
someone said, oh, well, you could go for a master set. I think it was Colin told me. And I'm like, okay, well, what's involved with that? So I moved towards a master set, which is, if we have a look,
This isn't Spark, by the way. He's talking about
I'm
Spark.
talking about Shadows.
This is Shadows.
other people got Spark. I've got a master set in each set, so 1 to 5 at the moment. And that is a normal card, a foil card, a hyperspace card, and a hyperfoil card. So that's what I have for my master set, and I build my decks from these cards here. Sometimes I'll collect some additional hypers of commonly used cards, but each set, this is what I focus on, is just getting this this setup.
In terms of collecting, this is what you would probably describe as like this is peak collecting. Like
This is
a
peak
master
collecting.
set is the most.
But with a little bit of twist, because I have very bad like showcase luck, so I don't pull as much as the other guys here. So I don't collect all the showcases from a set. I just collect the ones that I'm going to play.
Yep.
And but I collect all the cards in this format. Now sets 1 to 3, doing a master set was quite difficult because these hyperfoils and hyperspaces were in regular packs, but they just didn't have a high frequency. And then once set 4 came out, we got the Carbonite packs, and the Carbonite packs came with the foils, the hypers, and then hyperfoils at the end. And that made collecting these additional variants of the cards quite a lot easier. So typically I want to have like 3 cards here that I take out, put in a deck, and then I'll leave 1 there so I know what's there. Sometimes I'll take the whole row out because I'll have 3 here in a deck, and I'll have the hyperfoil in a Twin Suns deck. 4x4 is what I use to store them in. There's a couple missing because these are in my Twin Suns deck and that at the moment, or in the regular decks like those ones there. So obviously blue, there are a few cards missing. So this is how I collect regular cards. Prestiges that Tivey showed earlier, he done 1 foil, 1 normal. I don't have my folder with me at the moment, but for that I actually do a play set. So I do 1 foil and 2 normals for that one. And then my other part of the collection is showcases. I think we've seen enough showcases tonight. So
Yeah.
we've seen plenty of showcases. So the showcases I've got are pretty much the ones that I play with. Ray, Yoda, Krennic, Thrawn, those type of leaders.
And so obviously I think I'll step in for this because you and I obviously we've done some master sets before, and we know how hard it is to get some cards, right? Like we were saying, obviously we hang around some of the people that crack a lot of packs, and you're gonna get some like this, but sometimes it can be hard to find those last 2-3 cards, right? Where have you been getting your singles when you can't get it from the people close to you? Where do you usually get your singles?
So locals are a good spot for singles, but if I can't get it from there, there are a couple of singles shops in Australia. So I have a link on my actual own website, which a whole bunch of links and that on there. We can put it in the description of this video, and it will link you to a whole bunch of shops like Beskar, Dragon's Lair in Adelaide is a good source, Grand James down there in that as well. I try and keep that list up to date because some of the shops went in early and then disappeared, and then some are coming late. Yeah,
That's a
Good Games Gold Coast was very good in the early sets.
bit pricey, but
A bit pricey in that, and
stock.
but they're really great for picking up, especially the hyperfoils that are like uncommons and that as well, because they can be quite hard.
They can be hard to get. They're just uncommons, but hyperfoil. The issue is you need somebody to crack it, right? Because obviously otherwise they don't hit the market, and you need someone to be willing to sell it and someone who's bothered to sell it. You have a lot of people who have the cards that we're looking for just sitting somewhere, and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna bother putting them online for a card that's $1.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard.
So eBay,
Even with the carbonite packs, like the number of hyperfoils are there, but even a carbonite pack only has 2 hyperfoils. So and with uncommons, like you need the right one. So now we'll see. Like I know I've got like a deck box from a pre-release kit. It's just full of hyperfoils. It's all that's in there, but it's just a bunch of commons, uncommons, it's a couple of rares, but like they're not going anywhere. No one's using them for that exact reason. Like I can't be bothered putting them up for sale. They'll just sit there forever.
Yeah.
So friends, singles, single stores in Australia, eBay can be a source as well. It's a bit hit and miss, that one. And then Card Trader in Europe is the other one. So
so Card Trader actually pulls cards from not just Europe, I think from the US as well.
Yeah.
And then they ship to us in one. Because if you live in Europe and you're listening to this, obviously Card Market is really, really good for Europe, but they don't deliver here. And if you live in the US, TCG Player is really good to get singles. Unfortunately, they don't deliver in Australia, so we have to do it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've done Master Set 1 through 5. What is Set 6 looking like for you?
Well, I'm thinking about changing Set 6 up and just going all hypers. So when I went to Worlds, I was very conscious about having foils in my deck and that as well. So I'm like, well, why do I keep doing a Master Set? Why don't I just do full hyperspace sets? And then in the competitive scene where I play a lot, I don't have to worry about foiling issues in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm still undecided about that, and I could be swayed either way.
You got a few weeks.
It may be all hypers. It depends on what the people around me are collecting a little bit as well. So if Tivey starts collecting hypers, then a big stream of my thought of cards has disappeared. So
what's in this?
So this is my Palms Off Gaming folder. So this is the one I got at the last Sydney PQ. It was one of the
it was Lucky Door
prize.
Oh, was it Lucky Door? Your winner?
Or was it winner? I got a couple of folders.
That day.
There was one. Yeah, I think.
So yes, I got the purple one.
This one I'm excited.
And this is the one where I keep all of my OP, which are the cards that are awarded for. What's OP stand for? Organised play. All those cards. So our weekly plays. Because I hadn't been involved in physical TCGs for about 20 years before I come back to Star Wars Unlimited. And then I was like, they started handing cards out at like weeklies, and I'm like,
sweet.
What are these packs for? And these packs contained alternate art for cards that are in the set. And then I looked at it, I was like, wow, you can get 20 cards here, and then let's collect that set. And then next thing you know, we have to get foils in those as well. So I got the foils, and
This is the thing that tilted me, is that they only, for the first couple of sets, they only did foils.
For the rares.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do the emulation of my main set, 1 foil, 2 regulars for everything, and that's why I just gave up. I was like, no foils. just all normal, and I was doing play sets.
What tilts me is that they changed it like 4 times since now.
Yeah.
The way they do promos.
So I kept all of my organized play in here, and then that extended to showdowns. We had showdowns in set 1. So these are the I got a judge takedown. I think Lucky Door it somewhere, and then the takedowns were the participation prizes.
These are for pre-release, for example.
Those are the event exclusive.
Event exclusive from
Pre-release.
Gen Con, I think the week and conventions before the game released.
These will be your
Pre-release.
pre-release. The foil on the other side.
Yes, yeah. If you flip them out, I think. Yes, foil on the other side. That's why they're a little bit different.
And if you flip that one out, it's got the event.
Yeah,
exclusive.
the stamp.
Event
the stamp.
exclusive. Yes,
The stamp at the bottom. Right.
Those are really not visible. Like
I wish it was
have
on
a
both
different
sides.
colour. Yeah, I think it would, like when you see like the Greedo or the Dooku from this set,
It's a bit different.
they're very visible.
It kind of made your master set display in the folder a little bit
Nice,
difficult if you did not have those cards as well, because all the other leaders had a normal and hyper,
Yeah.
and unless you had the event exclusive,
Ooh,
So that's-
it'll be interesting. You'll see how mine is.
So that's where mine are in the Spark folder. Is my hyperspace is where the hyperspace.
Okay.
I got 2 sets of these.
Oh yeah.
One set is
See
in
what
this
mine looks
folder,
like.
and the other set is
Okay.
over there.
Nice.
So then takedowns were from the showdowns,
Yeah.
and then we had some showdowns.
Look at this guy.
We had some. This one's thanks to
Triple set.
we had a play set of
Play set of champs.
Mace Windu champions
Because you played a lot. I think I did like 3 showdowns.
in set 1.
Mate, he fucking won a lot.
So this one,
Yeah, but I see a lot of like top 8s and top 4s because
yeah. Right, there was no planetary
nothing else.
qualifiers.
Nothing else
it
to
was
play.
the Holy Grail.
We didn't even know. Like really, they hadn't announced what the
Nah.
competitive scene. I don't think at that.
We
point.
would travel from store to store in
this.
competitive season and play these. And then we move into Shadows. Same deal with the
with the
OP.
rares. Yeah, rares is
You,
still
you
foil.
do one of
each.
and one
one of
normal
each and
foil.
Yeah.
one foil. And that I do have another like box with them all,
Yeah.
in there, but there's probably not play sets of stuff. So then, we went normal and then into the foils. I only did rare foils back then. And then we get into some planetary qualifiers now. So
Yes.
we got a top 16 Dr.
mind if I
Everton.
show you something?
Yeah, take it out. Yeah,
There's not a lot of people have this.
yeah. So
Not in Australia. We only got one PQ.
One
for
PQ.
that set.
and I was I played Boss Blue. I took it down there and I played a teammate. I played CJ, and it was like a winning into the top 8, and his vigilances were better than mine. So we got the Dr. Everton. Legal Authority was the
The
participation, and then the event exclusives were the Luke and the Vader. We got some
But
Grogu.
so you get the event exclusive ones at conventions and things like that, Gen Con,
Yeah.
PAX, things like this.
And then showdowns, we had Lady Proxima as the
Unrefusable offer.
participation, and then unrefusable offer, which at the time was a terrible choice, terrible card, for to pick for it. We thought it should have been Mace was like a really good iconic character. This
That
would
was
have
a bit
been
of a
better
letdown.
having this as a wrecker or something like that, or just something
Something more
different.
iconic.
Mandalorian.
I
They,
think
they talked a lot about it in a lot of their streams. They're like they didn't want the showdowns to be like people traveling around to like farm them. It was so
Agreed.
but it wasn't enough of a draw. You could have gone. I think we talked a couple of times. We were like, because there was a Chewie in this set.
Yeah,
it was like an
Chewbacca.
uncommon.
410.
Like there's so many iconic characters each set.
Rare. Yeah.
There's so many iconic characters each set that they don't have to go with play
something
cards.
that's more Shadow of the Galaxy, like
Yeah.
a bounty hunter, like a Jabba or something like that, or a cat, like whatever.
something that's iconic to that set. Like they chose Devastator for JTL.
Even a Forlorn.
like yeah,
Like that's Shadows of the Galaxy. It's a bounty hunter.
yeah.
DJ.
So I didn't get a play set in this. I was blocked, I think, by Ryan. Yeah, I'll blame Ryan on that one. But I got a couple champions in that. This, incidentally, this card here might be played in set 6, given that arrest card, where you can arrest the unit and put it underneath
true.
your base.
And funny that it's DJ on
We might see this play, and the new capture leader DJ.
Yeah.
So now we go into Twilight. Same deal.
That's Twilight.
For Twilight.
Oh, there's a Twilight,
Yeah,
was it?
Twilight.
Yeah.
I think that's Showdown Twilight.
Showdown Twilight.
Showdown
Yeah,
Twilight.
you're right.
What is that doing here?
I'm not the
I've
same.
got this, don't worry.
I'm not the same level of train enthusiast as
of
some of you guys, so I'm okay with just filling that out there.
And then they changed their style in the OPs because then they went everything foil.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah, this
Not
is
yet. This
only
is Twilight.
rares.
So
So
JTL.
you can see these are only rares still.
Yeah.
Then we got a Tranquility, which was a top 16 in that PQ. Incidentally, I never got to play in the Sydney one. I think I was away on a cruise.
Oh, that's right. You were on a cruise.
And I come back, and then I went to Adelaide and had a good time over there, and I got the top 16.
Back when they used to do top 16 PQ.
Yes, you do not see top 16
Don't do
anymore.
top 16s anymore.
Not for PQs at least.
Invisible Hand was the participation for the PQ, and then these were the ones for showdowns. And I think this was the last judge
No.
one.
No,
Do
they
still
do
judge?
judges for each one. It's
Okay.
not the leaders at the pre-release.
This is showdowns.
That's a showdown one, so they still do the judge one.
Yeah.
But
For
not
showdowns, they don't
for.
do pre-release judge cards, which has
Right.
historically been the leaders.
I'm not really a judge collector of cards like these
you get
guys,
'em.
but if I get them, I put them in here, and that as well. And then this was the champion one for Twilight, which was an interesting choice again for
Again, yeah, like there was so many iconic characters from that Republic era that they could have gone, and they went with Gore. Like at least this time, I mean, we did talk about it back then. We were like, well, at least it's a legendary again. Like it's not a rare. But again, no one played Gore, even with all the exploit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah,
Interesting choices.
and then Savage again, just filling it out there. And now we get to jump to Lightspeed, and this is where they did change the.
There is a foil
OP.
variant of each.
So every card had a normal, and then every card had a foil as well with it. So there's a lot more to go with it. And then it also brought in legendary cards in the weekly
true.
promo pack.
That's true.
A
And
lot of people until
those were very hard to get. Very, very hard.
Still, I'm actually, we'll go through my collection, but I'm missing this exact
unless you
one.
meet you crack a place it.
Yeah. And then I finally started listening to the BDSD podcast, and that let me get the win a PQ, that set here. So that was
You
Ray
won that
Dardavolt,
one in Canberra.
Ray Dardavolt in Canberra. So got a whole bunch there. And then we get into the set 4 showdowns.
Yeah.
So with the Devastator. So a bunch of those, and then the Bosk were the participation ones for that. Now we get into the current set. We've got normal OP. Again, they do the legendary in there, so it's difficult to collect. There's the Yoda, and you can see I'm still chasing the foil Yoda here as well.
I'm yet to get one of those.
Mind Trick, I think we got them somewhere. We got some.
I don't know.
You don't have any?
I
Oh,
don't
we
have
got some.
zero.
So yeah, and then we move into foil. It's got foil of every card. And now we get into
Whoa,
Here we go.
to some. So
Take it out. Why don't you?
We'll start here with
This is some flexing.
the PQ,
Yeah.
the Sydney PQ that the BDST team ran, and I was on Yoda Red, and I won with Yoda Red, and won some Darth Malik promos,
Against
so
the
champion
fellow
finals.
baddest teammates.
Top
Sorry,
eight.
James.
Defeated James.
Just
in
don't miss the triggers next time, and you'll be all right.
James in the top 4, Darth Revan's
James in the
Lightsabers.
final.
Final.
Final, that's right. Yes, yeah.
You remember he missed his crate trigger? Remember?
Yes,
It
it was.
reminded him of one, and then he forgot the
It was
next one.
Mitchell's. Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, I remind him one. How many? I'm gonna play his deck for him too.
Yeah. Next time. Next time.
Yeah,
Next time.
So the lightsabers were the participation.
Yeah.
And then this one here, there's a bit of a story around the Malik ones here because I don't have a top 8. The top
did
8
they-
didn't come in the box. They only
You
got
gave it to
7
somebody
top
else.
8s.
I remember.
And when they put, and because I'd already won a set, I
remember,
said,
yeah.
I'm okay just to,
I remember that.
I know I'm going to win a couple extras, so I'll skip that. No.
Those are sick, man.
And so I got, this is the one Thibaud one. So he's got the champion card that goes with that one.
And
So
top eight.
and the top 8. He's got a top 8 as well, yeah. They actually printed, Brett and that printed me one out.
Yeah,
and
they
then
made
gave
a
it to me,
proxy. They
a
made a
proxy,
proxy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now we get into some
Yes.
expensive
Whoa.
stuff now. So this stuff is in the folder for now, but I'm actually going to frame this
You mind if I grab one so I can?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
I'm
just
gonna
show the
frame
stamp on the
these.
camera.
9.
So where did you
lightsabers.
get these lightsabers from?
So these are Galactics. So you can see the Galactics timestamp on stamp 2025 Galactic Championship. I went with Clint and James and that, and Clint and I made day 3, and making top 64 in the world got you this lightsaber pack. It come in a similar box to the droids exclusive,
As well
convention
as
exclusive, the 2024.
The Vaders.
The Vaders and that, the black ones and that. So they come in a box now. Unlike Clint, I opened them and put them in my collection because I had no intention of selling these lightsabers.
And I think that shows, like, I guess the different, and we talk about it a little bit, the collector.
The mentality and that of it.
Yeah, like we are. Oh, Jesus.
This to me,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, come in a box like that. So this to me is like a trophy collection. So
About to lose my mind for a second there.
A trophy collection. So this is where I keep all my trophies and that there. So these ones here, I'm actually going to frame them and put them on the wall. This Darth Vader was a Darth Vader for day 3.
Day 3.
The Mandalorian, everyone at Galactics that joined got one of those.
Oh,
Everyone's got the Mandalorian. Participation.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So this you got for top 64 in the world for Galactics. I think what I was saying was it's interesting the I guess mentality and the different mentality we all hold. Like the three of us, the reason we're here doing a video and you don't see Clint today is he's probably not this collector in the same way that we are. He doesn't often go for full play sets. He likes his deck cards. He likes them all to be hypered out and pretty. Which is why he's still sitting on a sealed box of these top 64s, whereas Scott, bigger collector, likes seeing it out. Wants to own the cards, not just a box.
But the mentality also is I would never buy one of these champion cards. I would only have it for the ones that I earn.
Yeah,
because these are like trophy type things.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you look at your Mace page, like play set. I don't know that there's that many people in Australia that probably have play sets of Mace champions because you got to be quite consistent to get them. Like I only hit finalist, which
in set 1. Which still hurts you to your core. The train lover in you.
Look, not the set. The thing that hurts me the most about it is the person who won. I beat in Swiss, but there was that issue with the tournament software way early on where
it wasn't melee.
It wasn't melee. It was, and so like they came out later. It was like, oh, it's a known issue that it doesn't create the strength of schedule correctly. Then they fixed the bug a week after I came second. But whatever, it's fine.
As you can see, he doesn't care.
Not at all.
And then there's the Darth Tyrannus, which is the equivalent of the event exclusives.
Yep. So it's the
Grogu. You can pick that one up there, the Grogu and that there. So I got that from Galactics for final day, but we also got silver packs and black packs. So now we go into
the blindness of the shininess. These are some
just wow.
So some of these bottom section here, they were all from black packs, like the Sidious and the Tyrannus, Qui-Gon, Poe. So black packs you only earned from like day 2 to day 3. You earned during the tournament. Everyone else was sort of got silver packs along the way. Silver packs contain like Quinlan, Asajj, Boba, I think Ghost as well. The Darth Mauls were in the black packs.
The Vaders were in the silver ones as well.
The Vader was the chase one in the silver.
It was in silver.
Which looks sick. So speaking of Vader, let's have a look at the Vader one. So the Vader one is in the top corner up there. And for me, one of my things going to Worlds, I wanted one thing, and it was a playset of these Rays because I was a Yoda Red player. Not at Worlds, but I knew I was going to play that deck for a long time. So these ones weren't in the black and silver packs. You had to buy them off the wall with prize tickets.
You got both of them though, didn't you?
I got all,
Like
when you had to buy both,
Yeah, you got them as a set.
Tickets,
Not like the crap where you only got one. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Like that was 200 tickets.
This was 200 tickets.
But you got one.
This one here.
Prize wall.
Packs.
Yeah. Black pack.
Prize wall.
And silver pack.
Wall.
Silver pack.
Oh, silver pack.
Yep. And I think that was silver pack. Those are silver packs. Okay. This one here, I was playing draft first day, and a guy said to me, they're going to sell out of these ones if you don't go and buy them today. So I went and bought a full play set on the day with the tickets instead of saving all my tickets up. They sold out sometime end of day 2, and that as well.
So the one card from Galactic that I wanted.
I knew I wanted those ones, and I knew I wanted Snoke's. I ended up getting 2 Anakins, and I traded a Falcon away to Clint to make sure I have a play set. These I just put back in my folder just before we started filming. I actually run these in my deck, so if you see me playing on stream,
I
play all of these. Well. Yeah, I reordered these so they're facing each other.
Well, it's an awesome scene, right? Like you kind of want that, and you liked it. You liked that anyway, but you also got the.
I got the mat. Right? I got the mat as well. You can see there where the lightsaber goes above the writing and that there. It's pretty cool. Oh, wow. All that stuff.
Actually, I haven't noticed that before. That is awesome. That's dope.
And then we just got some more Revan's lightsabers. So there we have it. That's my OP, and that's my big collecting is master set for the base cards, one of every type, not showcases, and I try and get as much OP stuff as a bit of a trophy cabinet for myself.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so I'm next.
Yep. All right, Thibaud's next.
All right, me last.
Last but not least, at all.
So yeah, we saved me for last because I have a little bit of a particular set, obviously. And since we're at my house, I also have. I was gonna say I have the most cards here, but you actually brought your entire collection as you always do.
Wow.
So which is good for the purpose of today.
But we saved yours for last because it is
a feat.
It is a feat. You've achieved the one thing you set out when starting collecting that particular set. You bled a little bit into other sets where you were going this way, but you kind of pivoted.
I did pivot.
But this one you held true.
I have a true master set of Spark of
The Shade, the true master set.
No.
I don't know how you would describe it because this is a master set. There is
Yes.
another level of master set.
Exactly.
So,
So as Scotty was going through with his Shadow of the Galaxy set, a variation of everything, right? You have your regular. I'm just going to the regular bit. You have your regular, your foil, your hyperspace, your hyperfoil. Right?
Such a pretty card.
You're gonna get a master set. There's also obviously the component of, do you count promos? Do you count showcases? Do you count event exclusive and things like that in your master set?
From a collecting point of view, most commonly referred to a master set is one normal, one foil, one hyperspace foil. That's kind of what we generically term a master set.
In Star Wars.
In Star Wars, yeah.
I went full degen and I now have the whole thing. It took months. It literally got completed maybe 2 months ago, maybe.
Your last one, I think Clint got you at Worlds in terms of this set because it was
a
this card
Hyperfoil
right here.
Avenger. Correct. It was a Hyperfoil. Funny that I'm on this page because that was the last card I was missing.
One.
Really hard to find.
That was in someone else's collection, wasn't it?
There is somebody else who did to me, very close to me, who has one. As they say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
I already made this joke in my segment. I told everyone.
So I'll go through a little bit real quick, but obviously all the leaders. Now, what I have that's different here, I have the starter deck, the special. So the starter decks, the special cards that are in the starter decks are in my opening page right here. With the regular leaders, also have the checklists in there, which it's the base at the back.
I think what's really this is really cool because I used to do the
Yep.
things as well, but I think I lost a couple of mine. Not shocked. What's interesting about the early sets with the specials
Yep.
is you could only get regulars. You could only get them in the starter
starter
boxes,
decks?
or now they're called
Or
spotlight
in the
decks.
weeklies, you get the hyperspace.
You get the hyperspace variant, but you couldn't do foils and you couldn't do hyperfoils. It's only
But that
happened.
page is a bit.
Yeah, it's only happened from JTL where there's actually hyperspace foil and hyperspace foil of the special cards in the boosters.
Correct. Because if we think of Luke's lightsaber, I don't have it in this here.
Right.
It should be here. But I couldn't leave with having just one.
Just one?
And nothing. So I had to.
That's different to my display because I do 1, 2, 3, and I put the hyperspace from the.
Oh, you put it right here. Yeah, there you go.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
it's what I mean. That's kind of why we're doing these videos, right? Because like we are three very different collectors in how we do it. Well, I mean, we're all three of us are degenerates in what we try and collect, but how we order it is really different.
So these looks are usually in my deck, in my hand deck, but I just, for the purpose of today, I just put them back in. So yeah, this is, I try not to go into this at all. Like the Lukes and the Falcons are the only thing that I will come grab from here. Everything else, I have play sets somewhere else in my boxes, which we'll have a look through. I try not to touch this at all. Here, it's empty because I just wanted to start green on a fresh page. So yeah, my Vaders as well, I can grab them every now and then. But apart from that, again, I'm not going to go through every page, but they are all full. Things like Hyperfoil Red 3 took a while to get. Just some cards that were hard to get. I ended up using Card Trader to buy about like 4 of my last 5 cards that I was missing. And then Clint got me that Hyperfoil Avenger at Worlds.
And I remember being in the chat and he was just like, Thibaud, do you want the Hyperfoil? Someone's selling it here, Avenger, X American dollars, and you're just like, get it.
I didn't care about the price. So yeah, a bunch of stuff. So that took months. It took a long time. Early on was a bit easier because people were kind of moving.
I mean, over a year.
It took over a year.
Like,
it
to
did
finish
take
this.
over a year. And a few dollars to get there. We'll get into the showcases after this. And so obviously I do have a promo folder, but my Sparks promos are here. I really just wanted to have my master set in the same folder,
Everything in here.
and so everything is
I
here.
used to keep them in there,
Yeah.
but the problem I had, the same problem he did, that when I got the second folder, there was more cards in set 2. It doesn't fit.
It's like 3 more cards.
Yeah.
Because no, it's slightly more because there's 252 in set 1.
Mm-hmm.
There's 262 cards in set 2.
Okay.
So you run out of
takes more room,
space.
and
You
then
can't
there's
fit
more
all
promos
the
as well.
promos and all the stuff.
So I have mine facing this side because you can see event exclusive, the foil. I have the judges. I have judge here, so I have everything here. I have one set of Mace champion here. I have more of those. I only have one champion, but I have more top 8s and top 4 and stuff like that. I just don't keep them in the folder in my playsets. And as a little spice, I added some of the set 1 hyperfoil bases. These are not part of the master set, but I don't know where to put them, so they come here.
And you get those in the Twin Suns deck pods if you buy
Absolutely.
the color ones. Or if you're like one of our friends, silly enough to buy the black and white ones, you don't get a base, you get an experience or a shield. I would say sorry, James. Oh, okay, cool. Party. Love the Mac stuff. But yeah, like you get the hyperfoil experience or a shield, which is kind of cool.
So this is my master set here. We'll go through the true part of it a bit after when we go through my showcases. But now, what's interesting in my collection.
So this is we'll call it a play set because you play with these cards. And this is a very different method of collection. You've seen Scott and I who do binders for our play sets.
I'm going to change.
And then we have a box.
All right.
So take us through the box.
We changed camera a little bit because this will be a little bit more friendly for you guys than the overhead. So these are my box that I keep my playsets in. Again, different method of collecting and storing. I think here storage is really important. We get a lot of cards throughout the set, right? And to me, I've always found folders not to be very friendly for a collection point of view and just to get what I need for decks, right?
And we can see that you like we'll talk about like this is what sets.
This is 1, 2, 3. Spark, Shadows, Twilight in this box.
So I mean, from a storage perspective, you saw my, only 5 folders, but like even if you got 3 of my folders, they are bigger and take up more space.
Way
than
more.
This.
They're triple the size. Like this might be the size of one folder. About
Yeah.
that, right? So obviously I get those from Etsy. Those little thing, they're good, they're cheap. I also have some acrylic ones right here, which I get from LaserGaming. They are phenomenal.
They are immaculate to say the very least.
So they come in clear, white, and black. They're a little bit pricey, but they're phenomenal. They're great.
And there's a lot of different variants that you can get. So like you can see here, it's got leaders and bases, but you can get command
box, yeah.
where it's command double blue and
You can get exactly like this,
Yeah.
basically. I have it in my other box. I'll show you guys.
or you can get just vigilance. So
Yeah,
you don't have
true.
to get ones like the individial dividers that Tivou's got here. You can just get like 1 for vigilance, 1 for command, 1 for aggression. Kind
They
of.
also come with the name sets.
Yep.
Right here.
See,
It says Spark.
Spark of Rebellion. Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
try and get it there.
There you go.
Yep.
So this is how I store my playset. So if I need whatever, like some resupplies, I don't know if I have my resupplies, I think they're in the deck, but they would be here. That's my green, whatever. I need some reinforcement walker. I can just go through it quickly. Bam. Sometimes I'll just grab even some here and I can just see through. Bam, reinforcement walker, I grab whatever and I put down. Here
You've got mix of hypers,
yeah,
and normal,
so
just whatever you've got
I put my first playset in there and I replace hyperspace as I can.
as you get there.
So this reinforcement walker, if I find a hyperspace, this will get binned.
Yep.
I'm not even CU hyperspace comes in, spreadsheet gets updated, off we go. So yeah, I've got this for all my playsets, and here I actually have playsets of promos.
Oh, yep.
So
Going there a bit.
yeah, so like the playsets of promos. Fine. That's why I was talking about. Like I have my some spare maces, spare takedowns, whatever it is. So I try to have a playset of promos on top of what I have in the folder, keep my tokens and whatever it is. So this is where I go when I need to build a deck. And I'll show you. So what's really interesting about this is when rotation comes and set 1, 2, 3 are gone, this box will go somewhere else. I don't know, somewhere in my apartment where I don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And so I can take the whole box and just put it somewhere else. And I don't need this.
It's interesting because we've been talking about the box solution for a little bit, and
because I think it's efficient.
it is super efficient. And I was kind of umming and ahhing before set 5, like, do I move from folders to boxes? But I still like folders. Me and Scotty have talked about it. I like flipping through the folders. Like if I'm building a Twin Suns deck, it's nice to look through it. But when rotation happens, we're going to lose sets 1 to 3. I'm already like boxes.
This is those space efficient.
Like you just get this, you put it all away, and then you store it wherever you're going to store it in your house. I do like. So something we didn't talk about, because I've actually done this as well, and I don't know if Scott you've done this, but like I have one of each sealed. These are
the token boxes.
Token boxes that you get at pre-releases.
Yeah.
I've kept a sealed one from each set, as well as a sealed token.
I do have sealed
from
tokens
each
as well,
set
yeah.
as
I've done
well.
a sealed token, but I'm not on the same level to the
You don't like trend
token
box.
box. I've got spare token boxes definitely at home, but I haven't got them.
And these are good as well because they keep that a bit more like snug.
Yeah. Can see that.
So this is how I store my.
So show us the last box.
Show the last box. So this is obviously my. Yeah. So my.
These are the acrylics ones we were talking
Yes, there you
about.
go.
Like they are.
Really good. The quality is. You find. I'm just gonna hold the yellow.
Yeah. These are stunning. Like there's no other way to describe it. Like
Yes.
I think they
They
are
are stunning.
amazing.
I got them in clear, but they come in black and white.
Yeah.
But
They are pricey. I've looked at it as well, and I'm like, oh,
So black and white would be like not see-through at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the plastic, the acrylic itself is black.
he's black.
And
They look awesome. You can get them as just cunning.
one aspect, which I get.
One aspect, command, vigilance, or whatever, how you want it.
And so the issue is that they take a little bit more room than this, and now I have more cards that are hyperspace because of the carbonite packs. So this is a little bit snug.
So this is set
GTL
4 and 5.
and 6 will be here.
And 6
So
will
when
go
that
there.
rotates out, then when the first 3 rotates out, then this is my main box, and I just add 4.
Yeah, perfect.
The one thing I started to do recently, and it's not a good thing, I have some extra prestige. These are the cheaper end of the prestiges. I'm just gonna come in front of the game, yeah. Like the Ezra's, like stuff that are between $2 and $5, right? I mean that's a bit more, but between $2 and $5. And I'm like, I can't really be bothered selling them. I trade them, but in the meantime, if I have enough for a playset, then I'll just keep them here and I'll use those instead.
Yeah.
Like in this deck, we were talking about earlier whether we play with prestige or not. Han obviously is my main deck, and so I play with Yaddles and Chirruts and Mace and Cams. I have those prestiges in my main deck.
Yeah.
So, but then when you're done with that you put them there with the other prestiges. Where do you?
Yeah, they're going here. These don't come from my folder, so if I don't grab anything from my prestige folder to play.
You've got a prestige folder.
I have a prestige folder as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this is how I store my playset, which I think is super efficient.
Very space efficient.
Yeah, highly recommend.
I think it comes down to how you collect, where you live. Like we'll call it, you're very economic with your space in your apartment. I remember the first time I came here and you were like showing me all your hobby stuff and all your minis. Everything had its place, and you can see he's like that. Me,
You saw his garage.
none of you have seen my garage, thank God. Because
See it in the background.
you can see probably you can see one of the worst parts, which is not always great. But yeah, like the way you've done it is you're very efficient. You're economic with your space. You've liked that.
And I find, you were talking about going through the folder. I find it easy when I'm like, okay, I need my 3 of this. Bam, I grab my 3. They go into my deck.
It's a lot easier than flipping through the folders.
Yeah.
Flipping through
I'm
the
done
folders
with
and
them.
taking them out of the things individually.
When I
for
deck
sure.
build, I put one box here, I put the other box on my other side, and I have my mat in the middle, and I just grab, okay, I look at my list, I have my computer here, okay, I need this, I grab 3 from here, this is in Spark, I grab here from here.
Perfect.
Like, it works super well for me.
One thing we didn't talk about was when you had the folder out,
Yep.
and even when you got them here, inner sleeves are the little sleeves that go in the cards.
Yeah, I
on
can.
the
The
card.
tight fit sleeves.
Tight fits, and then you have them sitting inside the folder.
Absolutely correct. So I use. That's closed. I can show that.
So a lot of us we've all switched to the Palms of Gaming mint fit inner sleeves. Look, again, I
Look at this cute little thing.
I mean, it is one of the best things. Look, and the thing is,
They're just good.
we can talk about, like, we are biased. We have a partnership with Palms of Gaming, but
No, we
the
don't
reason we do is because they are the best. Like I know when I first picked up these inner sleeves compared to the other ones we were using before, these feel they have solid weight to them. They feel nice. Show the thing at the bottom, because it is one of my favorite things. Shantae loves this part.
If you're running out,
If you can see
So
this,
if you have about like 4 sleeves left
yeah,
and a bit more, you'll start seeing something like this.
if you
If
can
you-
read this, it's nearly time for more sleeves. Like it's just a
It's the little thing.
it's the little things, and I really like the packs. Like
So this storage system for this, because I've bought many perfect fits in my SWU career, and a lot of them come in these little plastic packs, and they're just awful for storage. This is actually really good and efficient.
And I like when I'm sitting there and I'm sleeving up my thing, like I'll just pop that out and like I'll feel comfortable putting that in my bag and
Yeah,
taking it to weeklies with
absolutely.
me. But I don't like and these come with the plastic thing in them. You just take them out and put them
Yes,
straight
yes,
in there.
exactly. That's what. Yeah.
I don't like leaving them in those because sometimes when you're just doing it and you're kind of like mindlessly putting things in, they get stuck
Yes,
to the sticky part of the case, and then you kind of lost one.
Yeah.
Because it crumples,
Oh.
it looks great. Like these are phenomenal.
These are good too. Maglock sleeves, I will go over them in a bit when I go through my showcase collection, but these are actually highly underrated.
I was using those. I've actually, you can see on some of my showcases there. I didn't run out. I've stopped using them because I use the Logic Dump
Yeah.
things on my deck box,
And they don't fit.
and they don't fit with that in there because
the
they're.
logic. Yep.
Yep. All right, so we're back on the top-down camera because we're going to move to
A little bit of folder. We'll just
Folders?
go quickly through my promos. I don't think I do much too different than them because I think they went through extensively. While we were having a discussion between takes, is I did start doing a master set for
sets 2 and 3.
no, for set 3 only. Shadows, I just wasn't feeling it. For
Okay.
Shadows, I just didn't have the
theme?
affinity. I just didn't feel connected to the set. And then Twilight came around. I'm like, okay, I love this era.
Yeah.
I love Twilight of the Republic. I love the Clone Wars. Like, I'm gonna do a master set.
Yeah,
And I was actually quite deep into it.
you got.
It-
Yeah, I remember.
was
I
quite
remember.
deep. And then one day I'm sitting there and I'm looking through my folder and I'm like, I'm not actually enjoying flipping through those pages. Like this set does nothing for me. It should.
Yeah.
It's clones. It's Anakin. It's sockets. Like,
As far as this is this is a trading card game, it's a collectible card game. Like you have to get that right. Like
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about. Like we each get like a different dopamine, serotonin buzz from our sets. Like collecting. I love opening at the start. If you're not getting that, then what's the point of doing it?
yeah. So my folder is actually a bit different in terms of promo because I store in a 4x4.
Yep.
You do a 3. You do a 3x3 as well.
3x4.
3x4.
3x4 for promos.
Yes.
I do 3x3.
For my promos, I do a 4x4 because I think it fits a bit nicely. So here's my obviously showdowns, whatever.
See, I do these ones in the other 3x4, but I do my weekly OPs in a 3x3.
Again, I have more of this, but unlike Scotty, I don't store them all in the same place.
He's got one more.
I think you've only got
You only got one more champ.
You've only got
Yeah,
play sets
check.
at Amaces, I think.
And funnily enough, I've actually sold some of my showdown promos. I keep all the champions, but top 8s, top 4s, finals, like extras that I
Yeah.
have.
I gave some away actually.
Because if I have the champion, I'm like, that's enough.
Especially last set, I gave some Devastators away. Carve.
Some Tranquility, do the top 4. Lost to Moody, whatever. But see, so I found those in the 4x4 fit very nicely. Like if you look at the Twilight, so there's enough for my page of promos here. And then the weeklies go real nice. Like it's 2 pages full.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. I'm missing some
JTL.
Yeah, I'm missing a couple of JTL promos. Whatever.
I can help you there. I think.
Yeah, we'll see. And yeah, page I'm pretty proud of. Obviously, showdown winner for this set, PQ winner for this set. That's what Scotty was talking about. Even have the judge here. That's my first full page, and that just feels pretty good for my TISM. So yeah, I'm not there yet for JTL. Still missing a couple, but we'll get there. I did have a judge here. I have a JTL judge that I put here. He's solo, but soon he'll have more friends. This poor kid, I'm gonna do right here. And Prestige, I think I did the same thing as you.
I think you do. Yeah.
Oh, the only thing that I have that's different, I will skip
Is it a
past.
foil devastator?
No, I do have a foil there actually. You wouldn't know what that looks like. But next to in between my non-foil and my foil of Legends of the Force, I have this bad boy.
Oh, yep. You've got a serialized
Granite
prestige.
Glitter, number 246, I believe.
Nice.
I don't know if you've seen him. Again, looks very much like Kylo. The foliage is awesome.
Yeah.
He's not in the case because I'm out of cases. I'm out. I need to make an order at Palms of Gaming, and I have some stuff from Galactics that I got from Clint, a Boba Fett, a Sarge, and Quinlan.
So it's interesting because you do they're here. I actually
Don't know where to put them.
Yeah, so I've got one of in a Thrawn deck that Scotty's been playing a lot with, and I've got one Galactic ones that I bought off Clint in the deck.
Yeah.
Now, you've got a lot of prestiges here, but I know you don't buy the same level of Carbonite as Tivey does.
Yeah.
So how do you get these cards?
It's actually been really difficult this set. I
I love how you can ask an informative question while simultaneously throwing shade at me. That's efficiency
That's
at a new
different-
level.
that's different ways of collecting.
Nah, for sure.
I've had to buy a lot from people. See, I'm still missing just because I don't mind buying. Like the price or the money issue is not an issue. It's just the availability.
I think between the three of us as well, I don't know what that
We'll
is
figure it out.
doing. I think between the three of us as well, like you're like, as much as it's shade, I do buy a lot, and I therefore do get a lot of like extras. Like I know I've slung quite a few prestiges your way. You will usually give me some of those chase ones that I'm missing, and we feel
Grogu
like-
today was a good example.
Grogu today, like we just sort of do that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. And I think when you're collecting, I think it is important to have like a group, a close community. But like we're also all mates, so like we don't tend to keep score in like the trading and stuff that we do. Like
And we start to crack product together as well.
Yeah, like we've done that. Like Scotty and I are talking now that we're probably going to split what we purchase at the start of Secrets, and I think Thibaud might potentially. We'll see what he comes around to doing later. Might join us, but like a lot of it is just you need that here, have that. Like because it's gonna
Depending
fill
on
out-
the value of the card.
depending on the value of the card, but like some of the ones like.
I give Scotty an Anakin. I wouldn't mind if he swings me in 20, right? I just give him an Anakin prestige.
But
I gave you a concede.
you get me PQ. But like it does come down to that, and I think it's really important to like a lot of this stuff is community. We talk a lot about this on our podcast and on the stuff that we do. Like we do focus on community.
yeah.
We went today. Like there was a couple of blokes from the deep at the showdown today. A couple of the guys were just like, "Oh, I'm missing quite a few of the JTL promos," and I was just like, "Oh, like which?" Like I was like, "I can help you with most of them." I was like, "If you come into the PQ," and he said he was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a deck pod full of just JTL promos that I'm sitting on for no reason. I was like, go through it, take what you need, move on. Like it's better to have that kind of community. There are cards that are worth a lot of money, and we will trade it for either equal value or cash or whatever. But like,
We help people try and get their collections.
yeah, because it's like if how much cardboard are collectively we sitting on? Like I feel like we could burn it and still have so much more to go. Like.
I think it's Scotty was asking me how I found my cards. One thing that we forgot to mention, if you're in Australia, the SWU Oz Discord, as well as our Discords, both have buy, sell, trade sections.
Yep.
As well as the Facebook group where a lot of people will put down like hey, I'm selling this, or I'm looking to sell this, or I'm looking to purchase this. These are good places to go to.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's more the availability. Like I bought this off Moody like on the weekend in Perth, for example.
because
he cracked it in front of me.
cracked it. Yep.
Exactly, and I just bought it right there. Like that's the case for both this and the son, the father foil. Somebody cracked it in front of me. I said, "How much do you want for it? You're gonna play it." And I just bought it. But it's been a bit difficult to finish my set. I'm a bit unhappy with how it's going. It's slowed down significantly, but this is looking good. So there's that. Now, the big boy stuff.
Last but not least.
Last but not least.
We won't go too heavily into it, but we need to showcase the last part, pun intended, of Thibaud's true master set. Have you ordered them?
Are we recording?
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can cut.
But he can cut it.
Just cut.
No. So is that 16 or 18?
16.
16.
Yeah, 17.
You're
actually.
including
17.
17. Are you including Galactics?
Yeah, one of them. I got Luke.
He's got the loot.
But that's because, and I made sure. So Scott asked the right question.
So Scott did ask the right question. I think you've crafted your answer,
I have.
and we're,
And it works.
it
So
does.
These were almost ordered, but they're not anymore. This is all the showcases from set one.
Come on.
It was no small.
Keep talking.
It was no
start
small.
getting them
feat.
out.
In their sleeves?
In the sleeve, what was more difficult was one, finding them, two, finding them at a reasonable price, and at times just buying them for unreasonable prices. The last few basically I was that I pulled the trigger on were the Palpatine, the Boba Fett's, Han Solo, things like that, where the more pricier ones, where just tell myself, okay, I'm going to pull the trigger now. But I don't know how many true master sets there are in the world. I think I might be the only one in Australia. I think.
I know there's some that are close. I don't
Yeah.
think they've finished. Like I know Ash in WA,
Yeah.
he's quite close, but I think he's chasing a couple more. I think he might be finished showcases. We were chatting, but yes.
So
So this is all 16 of the leaders that you can get crack it in the packs. There is one more.
there is Luke.
There is Luke.
Right. Now, Luke doesn't actually say Spark of Rebellion at the bottom of the card.
Here is the justification. And look, he's stuck to it. I think
If he's part
whether
of
he
one's
believes
deck-
it
Oh, I
or not,
believe it.
whether he believes it himself
Wholeheartedly.
or is convinced himself, we don't know, and we never will. But he has, and he does have a Luke.
I don't have a Luke again, thanks to Clint. But this is P25, not SOR at the bottom of the card.
That's true.
I think, look, we're talking about collections, and we're always going to throw shit at each other, especially when
Because of jet generosity.
Scotty's playing Flip 7, who will try and mind game you, which is a good question, but there's a little bit of mind games there. I think it's important when you're looking at, when a collector in 20 years' time comes to, you're going to sell this for like $110,000 because they don't make it anymore and it's never going to exist again. Like, you're right. Like, these all have SOR. This is SOR 258. This does not have that. This is P25 English.
Something, yeah.
So, like, this, if you were to
73.
look at what the set of Spark of Rebellion is, it is these 16 showcases here
In the
plus
folder.
what's in your folder. So,
Yeah.
I look,
You would.
I'll always throw shit because there's no Vader here. But
So that was when they originally printed the set, they did not have a Luke
No.
and Vader showcase.
There was starters.
These ones came out at Galactic.
they didn't actually do it until set 2, where they did those starter leaders in showcases.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
they
you're right.
do the
Moff
Gideon and the
Mando, which
which you can crack in regular
I forgot.
packs. You got another Moff? No, you got a Mando. Oh, you got the graded Mando. That's right. Yes. We have a graded Gem 10 Mint Showcase Mandalorian, which we will chuck up. Oh, get out of there. Rated 10. And I think we've got to show the other slab down there. Because Thibaud had all the luck in Penrith. Perth.
won a dock race. That was on the table for the dock race prices. I thought, why not? Grab a Hyperspace Vigilance Gem 10. So I'll grab those all. Why not?
I think Scotty's got a story about a graded 10.
I've got a graded one from a tournament win that Asmodee sent out.
True. What was it?
It went to Hall of Heroes. Like each of the stores got a graded card from
And
set
what
one.
card did you get?
I got Vigilance.
Ooh, same Hyperspace.
Hyperspace comes in a little frame, like a little stand it sits on, and that's quite
Pretty cool.
quite good.
This was just cheap. I'll tell you what, it was $150. I was like,
Graded 10, iconic character.
I love Mando. He's cool. I was like,
Yeah.
why not pull the trigger? I forget I have this.
It's tough. And look, this is the kind of thing we talked about earlier when we were talking through my degeneracy.
Yep.
Some of the showcases they do become like, we get them because they are cheap.
Yeah.
And some are like some really are, and some are not. So
No, no. Like a lot of them in this set, like when we were talking about TV potentially doing all the villains for his collection, you have stuff like, obviously he has got Power, but Boba Fett.
I've got all of these
got all
ones.
these-
Except IG, but IG is not
Yeah, Boba Fett is
expensive. But Boba Fett is expensive.
On that Boba Fett, what point in time did you decide that you were going to get a master set? Because I know you had a Boba Fett originally.
So this is actually the first showcase I pulled. My wife pulled this out of a couple of boxes I bought early on. This is the first showcase we pulled. I sat on it for about 3 or 4 days, right? Maybe a bit more. And I was like, God, it's sick. It's a good leader, but I could just finance my whole set.
So back when this was the meta card. This was the first ever
Back
ban.
in March or April.
And it was what
I sold
valued
it
at
for
like
$1,300.
$1,300 for one.
As
Now that actually, even after ban, held value.
I think I bought mine for $350.
So look, you can't even play this.
So you
in
sold it
Premier.
for $1,300 in set one.
Yeah.
How much did you buy it back for?
$3 or $350, I think, something like that, around there. And I that's one of the latest one I bought. I bought this probably. So when I decided to pull the trigger, that's when I was like, okay, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this. But again, I was willing to spend the money. They were just hard to find.
Yeah.
Like Adam, I bought this from Adam from HR. A mate of his was selling this. I bought it of him. I bought this off Moody, for example, which later
They've all got a story. That's the thing with acquiring
They
these
all have a
jackets.
story.
Well, I know the story behind this one.
Exactly.
as well.
That was part of the three-way trade.
Three-way
like,
trade.
I trade my mom. These Luke sent this to me. Yeah, just I bought
mean,
this of Ryan Green. Like it's
This one's a bit weird because it's in English and not in Spanish as well.
That's true.
You have to be careful when buying your cards online that you get the right language. of the cards.
That was James, not me. And so then I have a little bit of a different like a side collection thing. This is my master set, and that's not going to change. That's there.
So, and on that, it's really interesting because we've talked a lot. My chase was the Imperials, and you kind of wanted.
I wanted something.
You wanted a chase. You saw me chasing the Imperials, you know, getting that, and I liking the characters, and you were like, I think we talked about it. And you were like, I want that.
I want something
because he could see me getting enjoyment out of cracking, like, because he loves showcases. Between the two of us, I think we've almost got almost 70 showcases, or on 70. But you wanted a chase,
Yeah.
and you started to think, what is your chase trait going to be? Because that's what I based mine on, was
Exactly.
Imperials, and you were like, all right, I'm gonna pick a trait, and that's what I'm
I
gonna start
think
collecting.
one thing that helped with that is we have this mentality of, hey, we have this showcase in the family.
Yes.
You know, like if I need a showcase that you have and I don't, and I want to play with it, like I'll say, hey, TV, can you bring this, and I'll play with it.
Well, Anakin was probably the
Anakin was a good one.
Twilight Anakin. I cracked that early on. I wasn't really ready to sell it. He was an iconic character. I do like him. I don't really play him. Thibaud played him, top 4'd him in the Penrith PQ
Yeah.
with it. Like,
But I was playing with his showcase the whole time.
And it goes without saying, and that's kind of like, again, like that community, mates. If I've got a showcase that, you know, one of these guys don't have, and they want to play it in a tournament, we love playing with showcases. we love the
Have to.
pretty shit on
You,
the
you
table.
have a buff.
We can't play the decks without the showcases half the time. So it's like it goes without saying, like, oh, use it, like, please, like,
Yeah.
we're doing that. It's never a thing.
And so my chase then went on. I was thinking, okay, do I want to do sifs? Do I enjoy the sifs? But there weren't that many, and a lot of them just look average.
Yeah.
And I looked over, and I was like,
then you'd have to get Vader because he's
yeah, I have to get better. Then I went to the Spectres. So I did do the Spectres. I have, I love Spectres. I love Rebels. So I have Hera, Sabine, and I have.
you do have a
Kanan.
Kanan, which I think
He's also a Jedi, so I have.
that was the purchase one. You purchased that, and
And
the
this
second
from Moody.
from yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, oh no. Yep.
Oh, you bought that one off Moody.
Yeah, that's Moody's right here.
And
This
is
is
that
the PQ champion.
champion.
And as far as I understand, he's trying to buy.
He's
one
trying to
of
buy
those
this back.
now.
Correct.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
I think that's why he lost on the weekend.
Yeah.
If he had that, he would have had the buff.
So
I
he's
know.
playing with a normal card? Or-
Yes.
Yeah.
Should have taken it over there for him. Maybe it would have.
No, I
changed it.
offered. I offered. He said no. I deserve to play with a regular for selling it.
You
I
did.
deserve it.
Yeah.
And so then I moved on. I looked a little bit at the tags that were interesting, and I decided to settle on Jedi. Now, was this a smart decision? Maybe not. They're sought after cards. They're not.
They're
cheap.
almost all iconic
They're
characters.
all iconic characters. But this is where we are right now. Anakin, which relatively recent acquisition, still doesn't have a case because I'm out of Pounds of Gaming 3.5 Maglock cases, which I need to make an order. Ahsoka from Twilight, thank you, Ruach, for this. Barry Sophie, Ava Chris, Quinlan, Anakin, where am I? I'm just gonna go
Yep, go over here.
Anakin, Kanan, which also fits nicely with my Spectres, Kit Fisto. And so I'm good. I'm still missing things like Yoda, Obi-Wan's. I think
Qui-Gon.
that's it. Qui-Gon, yeah. Qui-Gon. I've been looking for Qui-Gon. Price is decent. It's just finding one.
Finding someone who's
So I'm missing
gonna
about
have
4 or
one.
5.
Yeah.
Like Yoda and Obi-Wan being the ones that are hard to get.
And both Obi-Wans, because there's two.
Both Obi-Wans, yeah.
Yep.
Both Obi-Wans,
Twilight,
Yoda, Qui-Gon.
Legends, Qui-Gon.
But I'm happy with where I went. I'm happy with my decision. The Jedi's are cool, and it gives me something that doesn't cross over with TV's collection, which was not really something that I was trying to do because I don't want us to chase the same card. Like you see when we're talking about we all collect with Scotty and TV, because we all collect prestiges. Then when we see one, we're like, oh well, I need it for myself, so like I'm gonna buy it for me. If I see a showcase that TV is buying. I'm gonna buy it and I'll just give it to him later, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, like, do you want this, that, and then we miss out on the offer.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I know. I make fun of Thibaud a lot because I feel like he's memorized the list of cards that I need. Not that there's many, like there's only like 5 or 6 left, but he'll see someone selling a card.
Yeah.
of mine, he'll either tag me immediately or he'll just go purchased. Like, you know, we're not even mucking about anymore.
And then I have a few extras. Hunter because I play him. He's my main, so he's there. Hunter because Bad Batch can't sell him. He's such a cool. He's not unplayable he's as unplayable as they get.
But a very nice showcase.
Phenomenal.
Like he is a nice showcase. He like because that pose of his is iconic. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna suck regardless. But like him holding the knife and the gun, like that's him in that series, and that's awesome.
Assange Ventress, my wife pulled it and she loves it, so I'm keeping it. It's a cool showcase. It's unreal.
It's why I still get mine. Shantae loves it. Like she's like, oh, I'd play that if I'm gonna play with you. And like, and it is like the purple is really nice.
Purple in the red.
Tell us this story.
Yeah.
I bought this because I was gonna play Django.
He was gonna play the meta deck.
Meta Chaser.
Yeah. And
You bought it?
I bought it.
You bought it?
Decent price at the time. 300.
It wasn't a bad price given
I
how
could probably still
dominant.
sell it for a decent price because it's a phenomenal looking showcase, which is kind of why I still have it.
It's nice
Because it's
looking
just phenomenal looking.
I think it looks better than Boba from set. I never liked
it
Boba
does,
from
it
set
does.
1. I think the coloring was really off. The Boba from set 4
is good.
is magnificent.
I have this Hondo, which I just think looks cool. To be honest, I'll never play him.
Showcase.
It just looks unreal. The colors are phenomenal. He's cool. And then I have a couple of Inquisitors that I've pulled this set. That my wife pulled. This one I pulled.
I just pulled it after I purchased
will
Third Sister.
Keep them because I like the Inquisitors. They're not the best looking showcases, like far from that, but I do enjoy the
Are you
Inquisitors.
going to collect the Inquisitor trait?
I think so, but there's not many.
Not many.
That's why.
I think
Because
you've
I
already
have,
got all
I have
three.
all of them. That's why.
So
I have both GI and third.
at what point, like, I know you didn't, like, you sold the Boba Showcase set 1. At what point did you start collecting this? It's a lot of showcases here.
There is a lot.
Did you decide I'm going to collect showcases?
I think we've talked about this. I don't think you've ever really gone, I'm going to... Not to the same level that I was doing.
No.
Because, like, obviously there's a big trait in the Imperials and then those.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's been ones that you've really liked. And there's a certain point where we will, like... And Tivey, of the group, I think Tivey is the best at checking the Facebook pages and the Discords to see what's on offer. And if you pick things up for a decent price, you will grab it.
Yeah.
So if it's something you like and you think you might play... Whether it be like just some jank at a locals, like you know, you will get it. Like you've played Kane and Double Blue, you've got a video out.
Yeah.
You know, you will probably play that every now and again.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I'll try to play. I've tried to play this a bunch of times. Quinlan has been playing for a long time.
And we're Twin Sons aficionados, the
Yes.
three of us.
Yeah.
So like we will build some fun, thematic Twin Sons decks that will and some of them we can use these things to be able to go, all right, I'm going to make a Twin Sons deck based on this.
So yeah, I think I've always liked showcases. I sold a couple, but yeah, I started just collecting. I guess when my collection got to a point where I'm like, well, I need something more to chase. I finished obviously the Master Set, which I'm so glad because that's done. And
The
then
Jedi's is a good one.
Jedi is a good one, especially next set. There isn't that many. There might not be any, so I can save.
So far, we've
No,
seen we've seen 3
for the Imperials,
Imperials, 3. So 3 so far. We might see more. Hopefully not, because 3 is a nice number.
But lastly, the last 2 editions, Townsend and Vader. Again, TV was talking about how I got lucky in Perth. This was from a raffle. What was it called?
Yep.
But yeah, bought raffle tickets.
Bought raffle
I
tickets.
got this Vader.
How many raffle tickets did you purchase?
4.
How many did someone else purchase?
I think I reckon there was 30 on there. I saw a gentleman in Perth, and I'm sorry, he was playing Vader and he really wanted Vader, and I think he bought 30 tickets, and it happens.
Look, I mean that's the luck of the draw when you're cracking packs.
And Townsend, I got out of a pack. We played some Chaos Draft after the event on Saturday, and I just cracked this. Now he might be the next one on the selling block. I love him. He looks good.
Very good looking
It's a
showcase.
good looking showcase. I will not play him because I hate the deck.
You'll never play that deck.
The deck is awful. Vader yellow is awful. Townsend though, there's a chance.
Townsend red has some cool stuff that it does.
If you're on the market for a Vader, just let me know the right price, and he's gone out of here.
So you've done set, and now you've gone on the trait collecting.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'll stick with that. Like, obviously, I'll keep doing the Spectres.
Now, I don't collect the trait.
Yeah.
But if you were to recommend a trait, what trait should I collect?
For you, Fringe.
Fringe? Yeah.
100% gotta be fringe. The issue that I think there's not many fringe, but I
There's only
hope
about
there's
4 or
going to be
5.
more that
Yeah.
come out because, and I think thematically, you've played to great success the fringe decks. You played Ray, she's got fringe. I think
Yeah.
you sit
Yeah.
on not playing meta decks. You don't,
Yeah.
like you've said it so many
play fringe
times,
decks.
you play fringe decks, even if it doesn't have the fringe trait.
All
And
right, I'll commit to a Fringe deck.
Yes, that's what we like to see. And if they ever come out with stuff like Ewoks, then
you know you get
then
it.
you'll have
You
to.
know you're
You'll
in.
have to. So this is it for me. Look, obviously we have a lot of stuff. We don't
We're all in
recommend-
on this
We
game,
don't recommend.
right? We've
I cannot recommend doing this. But if you also one last thing actually with these, so all these are protected. I don't know if you can see, but they don't have a sleeve. I use those.
Yep, the
Mid Fit Maglock sleeves by Palms of Gaming. I protected all the ones that were from my master set because I don't touch them, so they just stay over there. And the ones that I play a lot with, my Han, for example, I take him everywhere, and so I don't want my case itself to be scratched.
We started to talk about this. I was putting mine in them a
Yeah.
lot because the cases get
Good
scratched
example,
and they look really rough. I've since moved away from using it because I use these we talked about a bit earlier, the Logic Dump Gaming acrylic cases. So I'll just take this off my CAD deck here. So where you've got the deck pod and Thibaud's one right here, the Gamegenic deck pods, you get these inner things here. Now,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us ever would put a showcase in one of these.
That would
They
be-
fall apart.
You'd be of the team.
We couldn't talk to you. We couldn't be friends. But a lot of different places have made these acrylic things. And these are quite tight, which I like. But this is just an acrylic holder. And it actually fits the showcase down to the Tim is really good at designing these. So he's designed the acrylic cases on his website to be dependent on
A lot
what
of notch.
35 point you use.
Yeah, okay.
Because Palms Off Gaming and I think the Ultra,
Ultra Pro,
Pro,
different.
they have different depths to these little notches. So the notches like hold it basically. So
Okay.
you can just drop it in and then it sits and it doesn't fall out and then it just sits in the Gamegenic deck pod.
But you can't have a sleeve if you have that.
Can't have the maglock sleeves, which I've then taken off a lot of my stuff just so that I can use those.
My issue with those is they don't fit graded cards, so I need something for my graded cards now.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But yeah, look, that is the three of us who are, I would say, of the group, we are the more hardcore collectors.
Yeah. Clint isn't here today. Like you
Clint's
said.
not here today.
He does collect as well a little bit. He stores similarly to me, but I think he's trying folder.
I think he's trying folders now because he did get the new Gamegenic that ring
Tell you
binder
what.
one, which looks really nice.
There is a chance my master set goes in one of those.
I wouldn't blame you. They are really
They'd be
nice.
He is about hyperspaces, Clint. Playable hyperspaces is what he collects.
And he does. He focuses on decks that he's going to play. I think like he's still a collector. It's just not the same level of collection. And if he was here, we would absolutely be showcasing how he collects because it's very different. And that's kind of what we said at the
He's
start.
even as transportable though, because he fits in his drawers at home.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
good
he does it
home
in the drawer.
setup.
Yeah, it's really good. I actually, he was like, go through some of those if there's some hypers you want to
And it
grab.
was easy to
And I was
do
just
too.
like, ooh, the drawer smooths out. Like, oh, it's just the drawer's really nice. But yeah, I think like what we wanted to showcase today is that there's lots of different ways to collect this game. There's lots of different ways to store this game. It's all going to come down to your personal preference, how you want to collect. We don't recommend going deep on showcases. You could be like us, and if you want to be like us, you really need to have a long think about your life choices that led you here. But there's lots of different ways, and I think it's really important, as this is a collectible trading card game, to showcase some of these things and what you can do with it. So thank you for watching.
Absolutely.
One last thing, there is a few collector things that you guys don't have that I just realised.
Tell us.
I have the oversized cards.
Oh,
That's what that's
that's what we should have brought. So Scott does have, and again, this is
you got them. You got the oversized.
no, I don't. But I have.
he's got some other stuff, cardboard stuff. So Scott actually has the oversized marketing cards. You've got the Mall, you've got the I have the High Ground and the Echo.
Echo. That's right. And they were tournament wins.
I do have those though.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Like the whole set of like the promo, the LGS cardboard.
the marketing promo
There
stuff
is
that
all
Asmodee
different
sends
things
out.
you can collect.
I have the whole thing.
Like so much, like you know,
I don't even know why.
we haven't really talked. We didn't talk too much, and I don't think they're in your folder. The Droid exclusives.
Yeah, droid.
There was the Sith exclusives, which Thibaud has an empty box of for some unknown reason. But yeah, like there's so much that you can collect for this game, as well as keeping it a playable game that is fun to play, which clearly we love and we're deep in on. He's playing with a cardboard thing over there. This bit will probably get edited out, unless he puts it all together and brings it into frame. Ah, there he goes. It is really cool.
Oh yeah. You have that? Do you have that, Scotty?
I don't have that one.
Yeah, no.
It's got the 3 cards, and again, flexes, because
And
they
again,
were...
They were tournament
All,
prizes.
2 of them were tournament prizes, or all 3 were.
No, 2 of them weren't for winning drafts.
Winning drafts.
Draft leagues.
Yep.
There you go.
Easy as.
Yeah, thanks for that. There's a bunch to collect. I know there is a guy on the Facebook group who collects literally everything: sealed, pre-release packs, sealed, OP kit, sealed, everything.
It's actually something that we didn't talk about in terms of our collection, Scotty and myself. So we are adding to our collections a sealed box from each set. So Scott's finished his off. You've got all 5 so far now.
Yeah.
I have my Spark and a Twilight, and I know there's a Shadows that with my name on it that Scotty's holding. So I've just got to purchase a JTL and a Legends of the Force, which they're...
He'll win one next Sunday at the PQ.
Yeah.
So that's how I got mine.
That's true.
Well, fingers crossed. Some tasty SWU points my way. But yeah, like we're going to put those. So again, 2 different outlooks on how we're going to do it. I'm probably going to keep mine forever in. I'm going to get some acrylic little boxes, which people from other trading card games do. Scott has the idea of keeping them in the acrylic. I think you might be getting the acrylic boxes maybe.
Eventually.
But you are going to hold on to them for like a year or 2 years.
On an anniversary of the set coming out, I'll bring it in and we'll play a draft of that set.
So we'll crack it. We'll draft. We've actually done a couple of Spark drafts recently.
And a showcase come out of one.
And a showcase came out of one of them.
Showcase in those.
Hera showcase was pulled last Tuesday. But yeah,
That's enough for us, guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks for tuning in. It's gonna be a long one. Thanks for sticking around with us all the way, and just let us know in the comments how you collect, what you're looking for.
yeah,
Come join us on the Discord. If you're looking for cards, we'll be happy to try and facilitate that. And if you have some of the cards we're looking for as well,
yeah,
as you may have seen throughout the video, just let us know. We'll buy them off you.
yeah. You're looking for cards, we can trade. We're more than active in that kind of community. But thank you. Like and subscribe. Make sure you check out Beskar Forge. Check out the Palms Off Gaming stuff. We've showcased
Laser
the
Gaming
folders.
as well.
Laser Gaming for tokens and for acrylic dividers. They're all great stuff. We will put links and codes and stuff in the description of this video.
The usual.
Like and subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.